Ralph Dillon.
And what branch of the military did you serve?
I was in a merchant marine for 3 years, and then I went in the Army for 2 years.
So did you enlist in the merchant marine then? What year was that?
1943. Well, I was the merchant marine at that time was regular service. It was Coast Guard.
Okay.
And then I went in the Army in 1945.
In the Coast Guard, where were you stationed?
He was on a ship all 3 years.
Where at? In the East Coast? Or?
I was East Coast, West Coast. I was in 31 foreign countries.
Wow, what kind of ship were you on?
I was on a Liberty ship, one of Kaiser's Coffins.
Do you ever have close calls with U-boats?
Yeah. Close calls. Had a close call in New York Harbor. A tanker blowed up right beside us.
Wow.
We had one first time out, the gun we had on was made out of plywood. We went over to Pearl Harbor with beer and turkeys.
What do you think of Liberty ship?
They don't have them anymore. And they actually did call them Kaiser's Coffins because they were a welded ship, and you do not weld a ship. It has to be riveted, so it will come and go.
Wow. And what was your position on the ship? What did you do?
I was an ordinary. I went in as an ordinary seaman, came out as a bosun's mate, which was more or less a deckhand. Take care of the stuff on deck.
And when you went into the Army, what ship were you on then?
I wasn't in on it.
No.
I went in the 988th Engineering Battalion, which was a bridge outfit, and I was in it for about 16 months. And the last of my enlistment was running a 110-foot Chris Craft powerboat for the Army on R&R down in Galveston, Texas, down Fort San Jacinto.
So did you elect to go to the Army, or did they put you in? Because it seemed
No,
like
I volunteered. I had a little brother who was going to get drafted, and he didn't want to go by himself, and I said, all right, I'll go with you. We'll sign up for 2 years. We was the last draft outfit that left Mansfield. He and I was the only two regular Army.
Were you guys able to stay together, or they
No.
separated? They separate you right away?
Well, I got strep throat in Fort Dix, and he went to Japan and was fire chief for Tokyo for 24 years.
Wow. So I guess he must have liked it then.
He married and had 5 kids over there.
Wow. You ever go visit him over there?
He's dead.
What did you ever visit? Did you visit him?
No.
No.
I had 5 brothers that was in service, and they're all dead. I'm the last one.
Wow. What's your most memorable experience?
Then the Merchant Marine would have been fire in New York. And in the Army, it was just, that R&R was just fun, because 1 week we'd have Army guys, and the next week we'd have wax, and then the next week we'd have nurses and officers from the Women's Army Corps, and then we'd have officers. And they changed every Thursday. And we just go out and get a keg of beer and 4 or 5 fifths of whiskey and go shrimping out at Galveston.
Nice. Okay. Well, what do you think Honor Flight?
I loved it. I'm going to take a bunch of cards back with me and have the VA hospital there in Mansfield hand them out, because there's a lot of guys in there that could really use it. And I volunteer if anybody needs a ride from Mansfield up here. I will bring them.
Awesome.